Good evening, everyone. This is Pam, the other half of the Twin Diggers. Yeah. So, I wanted to share with you my findings. I metal detected a couple hours yesterday, late in the afternoon, and then, which was Saturday, and then tonight, Sunday, I metal detected again for a couple hours. I went from 6 in the evening until 8, which was perfect because it was so hot that I didn't have to deal with the sun and everything. And it was really windy up here, so I am filming this inside because you wouldn't have been able to hear me. So I found some really unusual, unique items, and I am so glad to get all of this out of the lake. Many of these objects are very sharp, and as I've mentioned before, I try to do the best that I can to get all of these out so people are not stepping on them and getting injured. So I'm going to start with this big guy right here. This is absolutely amazing. I believe it is solid iron. It is extremely heavy, and it's some kind of like a pin. The end is rounded and it's sealed. It is solid iron. And I have no idea what this would have been used for. This was several inches down. It wasn't really that far from shoreline. And it is a honker. It's just unbelievable how that got in the lake and what is it from? What was it used for? Isn't that amazing? So, and again, if you use my hand for comparison, that's pretty big. So I'm going to go over here. I kind of put these on here to put them in little categories. So this is a piece of wood or from furniture. I think it might be from an old wooden boat, honestly, but I don't know for sure. This obviously has been in the water for a very long time, and I found it in an area where I found another really cool piece that I'll be showing you shortly. I found this before. It's some type of an old mat. It looks like it was pink. It's just an old icky thing of plastic, but can you imagine stepping on these sharp points? That would have been really bad. This is plastic. I thought it was a gun shell, actually. It was full of mud, so it was pretty heavy, but it came off of something and it was down in the sand. This I had to show. This is just an absolute gigantic clam from the lake, and I have not seen one this large in this lake before. So that was pretty neat. Just wanted to show that. And this is just a little guy, just a little snail. I just thought it was kind of cool. It's got some dirt in it, but it's really solid, nice and thick. This is a plastic. It's either to a tail light of a boat trailer or tail light to a car. I don't know what it is. It was washed up. Part of it was sticking out, so it's heaved. And all I can see is a full number here of 63. I don't know if it's a part number or if that means it's 1963. I have no idea, but it's pretty thick. Looks like it's been there for a while. It's really rubbed smooth from all of the sand and being buried. And that, again, that's sharp. That's a sharp piece. I found 2 shards of pottery. The area that I was at, I know that at one time there was an old resort over there, and I tend to find stuff that washes in from the sand. And of course, you can tell this is a really old piece of pottery. probably a plate, I would think, with that little lip on it, or a saucer. This thing is freaking scary. I know it's older, and if somebody would have stepped on that, I saw a little bit sticking out. The sun was shining on it, and that could have been really, really dangerous. This weird thing, I'm assuming it's a golf tee. It's kind of weird. It's got www, whatever, Scott.org. And actually, let me read that again. Yeah. Oh, SDC Corn, sdccorn.org. Like I said, I'm pretty sure it is a golf tee. If it's not, it could be one. It's kind of interesting. But that was in the lake, so I found that as well. So done with that one. Now we're moving over to this one. Again, just found a can. Half of it was buried. Got it out. I thought this thing was kind of funny. I don't know if there was fish bait in it, or if it, oh, it is Genius bait, or if if it's actual bait, or if there was a lure in it. But it looks like bait because it's sealed. I've never seen anything like that before, but apparently somebody bought it, and it was in the water. This was up by the shoreline, just a very old piece of styrofoam. I'm assuming it came out from a boat, but I don't know for sure. So this was, I'm assuming, also one of those things that you buy that it has fake bait in it or live bait in it that you get at the bait shop. And that also was half buried, laying in the sand as well. And got a Michelob cap, beer bottle. And I have no idea what this one is, but that one's been down there for quite a while. And this one here, New York Seltzer. No idea how old that is. It's probably fairly new, but beat up from the sand. And then this cap. I don't know what it would have been for, but it's in really good shape. So I'll give that to Pat. She repurposes those for bottles. These I have found here before, and I'm pretty sure I know what these are. These are aluminum pieces that go to fireworks, and the fireworks would have been probably from the 60s or 70s. And I've found quite a few of these in this lake, and I'm almost positive that's what that is. This one here, I don't know what this is. It might be a piece to fireworks. It's a thin aluminum, and I'm assuming it is. I don't know, just because of this one here. It kind of looks like an airplane or a bat, doesn't it? That's kind of cool. This is just another piece of aluminum. It came off something. I don't know what. Maybe it's to a beer can or something. And then this looks like a very, very old spring to a clip. Like the wooden clips that you would use to hang your laundry on the line. I think that one's been down there for quite a while. It almost looks like it's made of steel. It's not aluminum, it's steel, so I know this is pretty old. And this one here, this has a story behind it. A humongous bullhead had washed up on our shoreline, and all of this string was attached, and this jig was hooked in the bullhead's mouth. And so, this is something again where if it got out of the mouth somehow, it's in the sand, it's in the lake, and somebody could have stepped on it. So I did take it off of the bullhead, and I buried the bullhead, and wanted just to let you know the size of that hook that was attached to that fish. All right, moving over here. These are all different kinds of metal finds. This is some kind of a very old steel can of some sort. Can you imagine stepping on that baby? Not good. This, I have no idea what this is. It's like a steel, and it's fairly heavy, but it has these weird round like screws in it, but the top of them have like a round target design on it. Oh, no idea. But that, I mean, and again, look at that. If you would have stepped on that. So I was really glad to get that out. These, I found a few of these. These are very old canning jar lids. They are made of zinc. They probably would have been on a Ball canning jar, a mason jar. And I found a few of these that were just really roached. This one was fairly intact. And then these would have been some of the pieces to the lid. And again, that's all zinc there. Those I know these are pretty old. This thing, I have no idea what this is. It goes to something. Came up on a high signal. It doesn't feel like aluminum. I think it's something else mixed in it. I mean, it's not lightweight like aluminum, but got that out. And actually, I found it like this. So that would have been a way to step on. This is, it looks like it's some kind of a brass ring that went around, I don't know, something here. I mean, it goes together. So I'm not sure what that is, but very sharp, especially on the ends of it. So I got that. Three really old sinkers, old lead sinkers on here. This old sinker still has the old, like the black, thick braided line in it. So I know that this one is really old. This one, super old, super heavy. Got that lead out of the lake, and I haven't seen these used in many, many years. I don't even know if they use them anymore. But you'd put the line through there, wrap it around the rubber ends, and on that. This one I know is really, really old. I remember seeing these in my dad's tackle box. Yeah, so another big lead one that I got out. And these here, these again, these are pieces of aluminum, probably aluminum cans that were burned in a fire pit and somehow made their way into the water. So I got those out. I got two little pull tabs, not super old, but old enough where, they're really thick. So I know that they're older. They're not cheap and flimsy like they make them now. And then this was just another chunk. It looks like it went to a can at one time, and I got that out. Now, I saved the best for last. This is my goodie pile. So everything except for the coins, everything on here is brass. And I found, I'm just going to go in. I just find it easier to write on the plate, which is helpful for me too. 1967 dime, a 1959 penny, and a 1982 penny. This here is copper. And I mean, look at the jagged edges on this thing. I am almost positive that this went to a very old fishing lure of some kind. I don't know what else it could have gone to. It's actually kind of cool. It looks like a little fish with jaws. But that's what I think it is. It's not to a clock. It has like a little ripple edge here, like it would be like for a lure of some kind. And that is really cool. Super, super cool. And again, I mean, look at the jagged edges on that thing. That would have been nasty to step on. All right, here is a very, very thin, first I thought it was copper, but it's brass. It is a brass netting, very, very fine. And I don't know what that would have gone to. Probably, if you can see it shining there, it's the brass. Maybe something like a vehicle or some kind of a screen for something. I don't know. But it's very heavy and really tightly woven. So that was really neat. That was a big screamer on my metal detector. All right. Not only was this thing one of the neatest finds I've ever found, but I want to bring you down to this. Look at this. And by the way, I'm going to have pictures of all of these, still pictures and very close-up photos on our Facebook page as well. This would have been attached to a wooden boat, and it is a 1947 Minnesota Safe Boat license. I think that is really cool. I'm going to investigate that and look it up and see what I can find on it. Solid brass. It came up as a 97 on my Garrett AT Max. I thought I had gold or silver for sure, and I had this big plate. That just blows me away. All right, then coming down here, brass gun shells, and you know, I don't know what the calibers are on this. I know these are short 22 brass shells, and then the very old brass shotgun head stamp casings. And again, like I found before, they've got the old paper rolls in there. So that one's in really good condition, but if you would have stepped on it, that could have been bad, really bad. This one here is a Remington, let's see, a Rem UMD. And again, I've taken close-up pictures of these, and there's the inside again, which is that old paper wrap that they used to put in them. And that was pretty cool. This thing, I don't know what this is for. It's brass. It's not threaded on the inside, and this is kind of if you can see, it's a little decorative on the top, but all around the side on the whole top, there are lines going down it. You know, like grab lines, like you would turn it like this. But it's interesting because, like I said, there's nothing in the inside of it. I thought maybe it would be for, like, you know, the tire air things, you know, where you screw them on, but it's not. So it's slipped on top of something, and I don't know what it is, but that was a big hit too. This is a solid brass nut, and this was quite a screamer. Came up on the metal detector. So this baby's been down there a very long time. So that was cool. All right, and then on this plate, last but not least, I don't know what this is. It went to something. It's brass. And so I got that out of there as well. So that is everything I have. I'll just kind of pan out here. And I was really excited to get this out of the water. My two best finds are the plate and whatever this kind of pin thing is. Don't know what. But it was just a great 2 evenings going over and finding all of this stuff and getting it out of the lake. So anyway, thank you so much for tagging along with us. I'm going to post close-up pictures on our Twin Diggers Facebook page. And thank you for supporting us. We love what we're doing, especially when we are in the water and we're getting all of these things out of our water in our lakes. And you know what? Everybody can help out too. And it's just keeping stuff out of the lake. And that's what it's all about. So, anyway, I am really tired and I'm going to hit the sheets. But have a good evening, and Pat and I will be back together next weekend for some digs. Have a great evening. Bye.